Welcome back to War and Order. We're going to do some cleaning up today of the mail and look at what we've done with resource gathering, the last mission. There's a whole bunch of stuff we're going to be doing today. So let's get our daily reward for logging in for today's episode. So the last mission, as you know, was the gather event. As you can see here, we did get it done. So with the gather event, pretty much everyone got it done except for the lower accounts. So like the guide series, pretty much these guys did not get it done. All, these smaller accounts. So the higher accounts got it done, barely, because what happened is the mission started Friday night, and, as you know, I work at Best Buy, and, they had me work on Saturday, which is the mission that it was on Saturday. So I was able to get the mission done for most accounts. Like I said, the 4 major accounts got done. Everyone else got close to being done, but did not get it done. The guide series did not get it done. These accounts didn't get done. But like the higher accounts, like I said, we got it done. The other 3 accounts ahead of us got it done. It's just because of how long it took to gather. That's why they didn't get done. So today we are going to look at what we gathered this month. It is the end of the month. February is a shorter month. There's only 28 days. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go all the way to the beginning. Now this month alone, we did gather a lot of materials actually. I was shocked to see what we actually gathered. So we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to work ourselves to the end. And at the end of the episode, we will be deleting all the mails. So again, we started off with looks like stone and iron. A lot of the stuff that we did gather was stone and iron. Just because we need the materials to upgrade to the castle or whatever. So most of it is gonna be stone and iron. We did gather some wood at some point coming up here. It looks like I think on the 8th is when we the 7th we gathered some wood. So there's some wood there. But pretty much it was all iron and stone, just because I needed that material to upgrade certain buildings I was upgrading. So here's the food and wood. This must have been the gather event on the 11th, which is probably accurate. So again, we did gather a lot of different materials that day, mostly the 15, the highest that we could get, which is 15,000 points. And again, it'll be tomorrow gathering of some stone and iron. Now again, this month was the first month officially with no shield up. Remember last month I took the shield down because it was just too expensive. It's still too expensive to get it, so we're going to be still doing this for a little bit more longer. We might be able to eventually get more, the shields back up, but right now, I'm having no problems with these accounts at all, so we're just going to continue going like we have been. I got everyone at the fort or shield or the fort or flags right now. That way, if we do get attacked, we won't lose all of our army. We'll lose some. So again, we did gather a lot of this. Now, the 25th. So I was out of town for a little bit of this. I left. You really can't tell I left. I think it was around the 17th, 18th. So that's why there was no gather between those time frame in there, from the 17th to the 20th, because I was out of town. So that's why there was no gathering then. But again, the 25th was the 24th, 25th was the next gather event. In that you can actually see I mainly went only for stone. I think I'm looking at the spreadsheet, and in that one first day, the 24th, I gathered 249,000 of stone. The second day, I gathered 747,000 of stone and some wood. At the end, it must have been, or food at the end. And that brings us to the end of that section there. So again, in total, this month alone, we gathered 2,400,000 of food. Wood was 2,500,000 or 2,520,900. Stone was 2,901,000. 1,750, and iron, which is a little bit of a 648,496. So in total, between last month and this month, we gathered more stone than anything else. Last month we gathered 2,117,917, and then iron was about 864,294. So just a little bit more stone than last month. I mean, and again, this month was a shorter month, and as you can see, I stopped gathering on the 25th. I haven't gathered since the 25th, since that mission ended. So I did have, 3 more days I could have gathered, but because I was trying to get everything tracked, for this today, I just didn't gather. So I could have gathered the last 2 days. I just decided not to. There's no need to. So at the end of the episode, we will delete those emails. So right now off the bat, I am gonna delete all these messages. These are from attacking monsters. We're gonna do a little experiment now. So I found out when you attack a monster, okay, you get those little crates, right? And every time you attack a monster, now I'm gonna bring back our account from our in here. So I'm just gonna bring that one back. I don't need more than one. But if you attack in our case, a 25, because that's what we can attack up to. I don't think we can take down a 26 yet. Before you know it, we will be able to take down a 26. It's just, right now, we just don't have the... I've tried with the other accounts. Once we get the army back. We go here, and we do, yeah, so it's 900. So I think a 26... we should be able to take it down, but like I said, I tried it with the other accounts, and they didn't take it down. Now... yeah, see, we don't even have the higher amount yet of 800. Even if we did that, see, that's even less than that. So, I'm going to stick with 25s, and I'm going to show you something. If I go ahead and I'm going to take this monster down, we'll get 25. So, in that 25, and I think I talked about this in a previous episode as well. When you take down any monster, you get materials from it. Okay, so you get one of each one. So anytime you attack a monster, you get one. Okay. If you attack, say I attacked and got let's see. Okay. So say I attack this monster and I get 4 food. Okay. Well, 1 because there's only 1 monster. But say I attacked 4 of these monsters and I got, let's see what we got. We got food. And we got wood this time. So we got 1 wood, okay? So that just gave us 750,000 of materials. Okay? How do I know that? Well, in our report here, if you go to the report, it says you get 25 3K. So 3K is like 30,000. Okay? If I go into our packs here, and go to resources, you can see it says we have a new here. So if I just do 1, that's 30K. Okay? If I do 25, because that's how much you can get per attack, you get 70K. And that 70K is almost like, so say again, if you attacked 4 monsters, okay, you'd get roughly 100 of these. Look how much that is. 300K. 300K. How much is that? 300K? Well, that's almost 1 day of gathering. So I figured out that if you attack a monster and you get 4 of them, granted you have to get 4 of them, you can get 300K from that 1 attack because you get 100. There's 4. 4 attacks equals 25 equals 100, and that 100 equals almost 300K. 300 resources. So if you notice in here, and I haven't done it lately, iron, and every material is different. So food and wood are the same, 4 attacks, you get that amount. And then so iron, so stone you get 60. So if I do 100 here, you get 60k. That is again 1 gather of a march, right? And then again, if you do with the stone or iron, it is gonna be 300k. So right here, if I do 100 here, that's 30k, right? 30k, 300, 30k. So again, that is 30k, 300k, and that's again 1 march of 4 being out there. So yes, you could actually attack monsters and get more resources than going out and gathering. Will I do that? Maybe not. But I'm just letting you know that you could actually gather resources a lot better than if you just gather them yourself. Now again, granted, yes, you do have to go and gather them. But is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is. I really think if you want to protect your resources, this is the easiest way of doing it, because as you attack these monsters, you can you don't have to, you won't waste any materials doing this. I mean, you won't if someone attacks you, you won't lose anything. So you can actually gain that that wood, food, whatever you get from that attack, but then you also can save it. So I think it's a better idea to attack monsters now than gathering, but obviously you still need to gather. It's just one thing in the game that you should be gathering every time you get a chance to go gather. Because 7,500 for one attack is not much. Now here we go. Here we got another one coming in. So if I go in once it attacks it, and I go in here to the report, that just gave us some iron. So that just gave us that gave us 750 iron from that one attack. Because it's 300k, and 300k times 25, because you get 25, because that's what we can take out, is going to be that amount. So if we go back in here, you can see there's that. And if I change it to the 25, you get 75k. Again, so you have to attack monsters, which is the easiest thing to do, actually, in the game. Just go attack monsters, every time you get 100 stamina, go attack, because it's free resources, and you won't lose anything. I mean, you might lose, little units here and there, but as we've been sitting here talking, I've been attacking monsters. So, it doesn't take too long to attack them, and that's what I'm saying, it's worth it. Trust me, if you can attack monsters, if you have an army that can take at least 20 out, and you also will still get, with these attacks, if I got one yet, you can get the daily scrolls. The mid ones is what I get right now. But below 20, you get the first one. I don't know what they are, but mid. So it's the mid one. So again, if you get 10 of those, you can summon one of those big monsters and get more resources that way. So again, resources that you don't have to really lose out on too. So let's go see what we just got now. We just got some food. So again, that's 7,500. I'm gonna do another one here. But yeah, so the more that you can attack, the better off you'll be. And then you have more reserves. Now, I'm gonna do the full 10 attacks. Might be a longer video. I hope you guys like longer videos. And I'm gonna still do other videos today as well. I have a whole plan of videos to do. Yes, granted, I could bring all my armies back and then get this done faster. But they shouldn't be too far out. I'm a minute out. That's not bad. So again, attacking monsters is probably the easiest one to do. if I got in stone, it would have been 1,500 for one. So 1,500 for stone, which is not bad either. Because stone you get 600. So it just depends on what monster you can take out. You know, the higher the monster, the more resources you can get. And that's what I'm saying. I think the first time we had it this month, the attack mission, my main account got like so many resources because it was attacking. You know, we were all attacking monsters, and I got almost 700, almost a million resources just from attacking monsters in that 2-day mission. So, granted, I did use a lot of stamina, you know, a lot of the speed ups to get that done. But knowing that now, and I did not realize this when that mission was going on, that if you can attack a monster and get the resources from attacking that monster, why not? It's free resources. You won't lose it. Now, granted, you could spend it on something else. But yeah, I mean, so far we've gotten 7,500 on food and wood and 750 on iron. That 750 now we can use on upgrading a building or, you know, I'm not to heal these units I'm attacking with, but which one is this? Okay, so now we got another school, which is nice, and iron, or stone, 600. So we've done 4 attacks so far, and we got 75,000, 75,000 of food and wood, so both of those, and then 15,000 of stone, and then 750 of iron. So again, no one can take that away from us. No one, because it's in here. So like I said, as long as you don't, you know, I mean, granted we have 1 million in there right now, and this is the other one we have. But yeah, if you look, 30 million there. And this is probably not. Oh. So we don't have. Okay, so we don't have. We have 17 million in there. How many do you need for that? 10,000. So we don't have 10,000 in here. We have only half that. But I mean, it just. Look at. I mean, that's a 500,000 right there. And we still have all these too, so we're in good shape. All these alerts popping up. So yeah, we did. So I'll do one more track. We'll make it half. I'll do 5. And then I'll finish it off later on. So we're yeah, and then we'll heal our units up, and then we'll look at like. So is it worth it? I think it is. Honestly, attacking these monsters is like the easiest thing that you can do. And you can still get a lot of good resources from doing it. And obviously, yeah, you should still be gathering resources as you can. But honestly, attacking these monsters is probably the easiest way of doing it. You know, log in, you know, 4 or 5 times a day, and if you have 10 attacks, depending on what you get, like, you can get a lot of good loot. Like, one of my other accounts I already did, I got 300 food, and that's like one gather of food. So it's great to have because then you don't have to worry about, okay, I need to go gather, but I really want to attack monsters. Well, if you attack monsters, you can get about the same amount in one attack. So it takes 4 attacks to get 300. So again, I mean, in this demonstration here, we're not going to get it because we're going to do one more attack, and then I'm going to, you know, conclude this episode because I do have other accounts to do videos in, and I want to get them done today. But yeah, I mean, if every 4 attacks, you could, if you attacked and you got 4 every time, you got the 4 times, you know, you could get what you would normally go and gather for, and it's safe. You're not gonna lose it. So food, 4 of those at 100 or at 25 is 100. 100 of them times 3,000 is 30,000. Same with iron. 4 of those attacks is 100. At 60, it's 60,000. So just be aware, you know, maybe you don't want to attack those monsters, but hey, if you can get free resources that you won't lose if you get attacked, then that's the way to doing it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got some more food. Okay. So right now, we did the 5 attacks. Okay. And if I go in here, so the food. Remember, I just got more food. So we did about 50. Okay. So if I do 50 here, that's 150k. Okay. 150k. Not bad. Not bad. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna heal these units up here. We're gonna do this. Now, I have units now damaged from doing those attacks, right? Well, we only have 7.k, so that's fine. The stone we have, well, so off the bat, so it costs 71k, 64k, 160k, and 460. All that we got pretty much easily just from doing those attacks. So you're not going to really lose that much even from attacking. So, like I said, we had 150k from the food. Okay? 150. But we only need 7k, which is great. We got 75k from the wood, which is only going to say 64k. Okay? Stone, 150k is what we got. We only need 160k, or 16k. So we got 15k. And then iron, we got 750k. And we only need 469. So, right off the bat, you can see that we are gaining resources by doing that. We don't have resources, so it's not like we can do that either. So, like I said, I want to look at how much I needed for this. 3k, 2k or 5k there, and then the one food. So you can actually see that we can get a lot of resources that way. A lot of resources, and that's one thing that I want to do. I want to get a lot of resources that people can't get, and that's one way you can do it. So we just saved a whole lot of money by not, we can still go gather. I'm gonna wait until tonight because, but yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot better way to gather attacks monsters. You can get good loot from that. 150k, 75k, 15, 750. That's what we gathered just today. In that one attack. And again, the stamina goes up every 3 hours. Remember that. I figured out that every 3 hours that stamina goes up. So you could really, during the attack mission, that's what I'm saying. Like, before when we had it, we did, like, I just estimated it was, like, 50 and 50 and 50, remember? Because of how much we attacked. I mean, I didn't really go through, like, what we attacked. But that is 200 animals that we took down. Just to estimate, 200. And that's 3 million of food and wood. Almost 1,000 of iron, or stone. 750 of stone. Iron was 375. Again, that's if you got that amount. So, like I said, if I did 55, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm trying to figure out, like, where the good, sweet spot is, So say I took 280 monsters down, okay? That's 5 million of food and wood, 1 million of stone, and 500,000 of iron. That's, 200 kills. I mean, that's just nuts. And if I do 75... Okay, so, say I did 300 monster kills, just by a chance, okay? That is 5,625,000 of food and wood, 1,250,000 of stone, and that's 500 of iron. That's 300 kills. Plus, then you get the normal stuff that you get too. So, is it worth it? Yes. It is definitely worth the tax. Because if you can get that much resources in that amount of time, it's no brainer. it's a no-brainer. So say you did, so again, so in one day, you can have about 200 kills, I think, in a day. Okay? That's 500,000. Because it's 100 stamina, or no, yeah. So basically, over a 2-day period, you can have 400 to 500 attacks. That's a lot of resources. Yeah, 50 attacks, because you got, no, that's 50 times, okay, yeah, so if you had 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 5 attacks per day, okay? 5 attacks, it's like 3, it's a lot of research, it's just, I'm gonna end this episode, before I do end, though, we are gonna, okay, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks, we got that 1500k, anything else I want to talk about? I will reset our mines very soon as well. And like I said, tomorrow I will start to go gather more resources because we should still gather. It's just something you should do. I should have a lot of times to gather this week, and then we'll see if I can continue gathering more iron and stone because that's what you're really gonna need at this point is just stone and iron. Food and wood, not so much because we do have those packs. Our daily that we get in here. And I will be adding one of my lower accounts. I think this account, 36, is going to be adding a flag in later on. And maybe the guide series so we can get 2 more flags going. So we can have more resources for everyone. That would be my goal. But that is going to do it for this episode. So like I said before, we're going to delete all these mails here. And we are going to end the episode right after that. Because I think my computer is now fixed with crashing. But I'm not 100% sure. So that's why I didn't want to do this first. And then have the computer crash and lose all the data that we just did. Talking about all this stuff. So, until my next video, I'm going to say what I normally say in my videos, and that is bye-bye for now, and goodbye to all these messages. Bye-bye. So, till then, till the next episode, which will probably be next week at some point, mission stats start up on Sunday, so we'll see you then. If there's another mission that does pop up, I might do a video, we'll have to see. Or, if this series does not do it, the guide series probably will. But we'll see. Until then, bye-bye for now.